It's getting hard, man. It's getting really, really hard, man. It's happened again. The late collapse again. Adelaide United 2, Central Coast Mariners 1. And this continues a shocking run of late heartbreak for the Central Coast Mariners. And again, we can include what happened last Tuesday with the late drama. Of course, we all know what happened against Melbourne City. Easily could have come away with a point, maybe even 3 in that game. But late winner against Melbourne Victory last weekend. Perth Glory conceding one in the last minute. Just on the brink of claiming 3 points. Same thing against MacArthur FC. Before that, and it's happened once again here in Adelaide. And it's we can't say it's that we're not surprised. I mean, heading into games against Adelaide United, I mean, obviously we've been conceding late goals, and Adelaide United are a team who are renowned for pushing late, and they did it once again here. And Aaron Kunda, I mean, the 16-year-old, I mean, what a strike! Credit to him for a banging goal. But we have to look at the Mariners, and again in this match reaction, we have to analyze what's going on and react to it. And now I'm sensing in the fan base, not simply sensing it, seeing it in the fan base, unrest is growing, and it's growing fast to the point where fans are now calling potentially for Montgomery to be sacked. That is the more extreme end of things. Stephen's in here already in the live chat, says he's shocked. Dude, it's shocking, but at the same time, it's almost becoming commonplace for the Mariners at the moment, these late collapses, and it's heartbreaking, man. It's heartbreaking. It really, really is. Came into this game with a strong lineup, man. Again, Benny and Kololo, Nikolai Muller starting. It was Lorenyu who came in the one change to replace Maresh. Maybe our strongest lineup. At the moment. Of course, still no Matt Simon. And we played so well. I just want to say straight off the bat, I thought we played so well, and we talk about it a lot. And again, it's something that we can debate. And again, it's something in the live watch along that we did earlier tonight on this Saturday night that we talked about, that we debated a lot. I mean, some people saying defensively we're not looking very good. I think defensively we're still very, very strong. And again, we've got quality across the park. But something's going wrong. Something's falling apart. And I think a big part of the frustration for Mariners fans now is it's we can't put our finger on it. You can't put your finger on it. You can't say the defense has been poor. For so much of these games, when you look at the Melbourne Victory game, a quality opposition like that. When you look at the Perth Glory game, obviously Perth have been weakened in attack. But when you look at this game tonight, Adelaide United, who usually perform strongly at home, we're keeping these really big name attackers quiet. We really are. You can't put it down to defense. For me, I think the only thing it comes back to is not taking our chances. And there were some great chances to take it to 2-1 in that second half there. Mark Arena, 2 fantastic chances. Benny and Kololo could have had a second. He was fantastic tonight, man. It was, yeah, dude. Lucas in the live chat says it's so sad, and I'm not even a fan of Central Coast Mariners. There you go, man. I mean, it is heartbreaking, and it's the story of the league right now. Like, people know that Central Coast Mariners concede late goals now. This is what's happening. This isn't just a one-off. It's for it to happen so many times in a row, consecutively like this. It really is heartbreaking, and fans are starting to lose hope, man. There was some more extreme comments in the live watch along of wooden spoons and stuff like that. Look, it's still a very long, it's a very long season, so there's still so much football to be played. So I don't know if I want to go that far at all. So there's still time for it to be turned around. And after this performance, we still have to keep focusing on the positives. This is so hard right now, I know, but we have to keep focusing on the positives and take those. And I think tonight we played well. We looked very good in attack. I think this was one of the better games in attack. We managed 19 shots tonight away from home against a really good Adelaide United side. We managed 19 shots. Benny and Kololo, fantastic. Wow. Hasn't he turned things around? I was really critical of him. If you watch my match reaction, I think it was after the MacArthur game, I was really critical of him. I thought he was sloppy when he came on the bench and was at fault for the goal we conceded, that Craig Noon strike to level at 3-3 in that game a few weeks back. But, man, against City, scoring that first goal in the A-League, fantastic strike. And how good was he here? The goal that he took, fantastic finish, really well taken. And then he was on fire in that second half, and the ball kept going out to him, and rightly so, because he is the man in form. And every time he was on the ball, he was so positive. He was driving forward. He was attacking at the defenders. Could cut it in that left foot, create goal scoring opportunities. As I mentioned, should have had that second goal, man. It was so frustrating that he didn't put that one away. And it cost us at the end. I mean, we should have known it. I mean, taking that 1-1 draw, I was like, in the watch long, I was like, hold on. But I think deep down, I sort of knew that it was almost going to be inevitable that Mariners were going to concede for that late heartbreak again, man. And it really is demoralizing. Look, we have to say, fantastic penalty save by Mark Birighitti. And of course, we were up in that first half, 1-0. Scrappy goals, though. 2 scrappy goals. And again, two goals from set pieces. Again, defensively so strong, but 2 set pieces where we switched off. We probably could have done better. There. But again, I don't think it's enough to warrant changes. I don't think it's enough to warrant personnel changes, especially in defense. I think Dan Hall and Kyle Rolls are still fantastic. Jacob Farrell was in the wars a little bit tonight. He was good, but again, had a really big tussle with Lockie Brook throughout most of this game. Did come off in that second half, though. And again, fans are still calling for a change of formation, man. Fans are still calling for a change of formation, and where maybe we see that. I think I'm now leaning more and more to that the more I think about it. I think maybe the 4-4-2 formation, maybe it can be negative in the way you set up. Maybe the 4-2-3-1 is something that we have to explore. The problem is, I just can't see Nick Montgomery changing formation. Mariners has been playing a 4-4-2 for the past 2 years. I just can't see it happening. So locked in their formation, so locked in the style of play. Mercurial in the chat here says Monty needs to fix our tired tactics for the last couple of minutes. I mean, it goes without saying. It goes without saying, doesn't it? It's the last couple of minutes, and where is it going wrong? You know, it clearly something is going wrong because it's happened 5 times in a row now, right? Well, four times in the last 5 games. So look, so frustrating, man. So frustrating. For my play votes for this game, man, I thought there were some fantastic performances. 3 points easily for Benny Nkilolo. Fantastic, my goodness. How good has he been these last 2 games? And it's just incredible. We were talking about who starts in these wide positions, and Benny wasn't really one that I brought up much. Expected him to be a bench player for the remainder of the season. My goodness, he's the first name on the team sheet right now. He's been in fantastic form. Benny Nkilolo. 3 points for him. 2 points for Ollie Bozanic. Fantastic shift from Ollie. Had a lot of shots from outside the box. Had a free kick. Unfortunately, clipped the wall. Easily could have gone in as well. So, Ollie Bozanic, fantastic stuff from him. 1 point for Mike Birighitti as well for that penalty save. 2 penalty saves this season from Birighitti. In the live chat, Mariners for Life saying, so frustrating. Ryan says, we need to take our chances. That's it for me too, Ryan. I mean, defensively, I think we're solid, but we easily could have been up like 3 goals in that second half, honestly. Mariners for Life also says, Benny, man of the match. Ryan says, Benny's finding his feet. PK in the chat here says, mental change needed. Yeah, it's just the mentality of the guys too. Maybe that's it too. Football Capital says 4 times in a row. It's crazy. Well, 5 now if we want to include, because it's going back to the MacArthur game. Like 3-0 against MacArthur, 1-1 against Perth Glory, the late winner against Victory, late winner to Victory. That was last weekend. And then I guess we can include the Melbourne City game on Tuesday, even though there wasn't a late goal, but the late draw. I mean, we should have had a point out of that game, obviously, with a penalty that should have been awarded. So again, that didn't go away late as well. It's now every time for the remainder of the season, every time we enter the last 5 minutes, Mariners fans are going to be holding their breaths every time now because we just don't know what to expect. We can play so well. I thought it was so good tonight, but we just collapsed, man. So frustrating, dude. So frustrating. Mercurial says, what's going on with Muller's form? I think he's still warming up to things. You have to remember this is what, maybe this is his 3rd or 4th start of the season. He's still settling into this side and the system, and it's a different role that compared to what he was playing at Western Sydney Wanderers. At Western Sydney Wanderers, he was playing in a 3-4-3 formation. He's playing in a 4-4-2. It's a very different sort of tactical setup here at the Mariners. So he's adjusting to it. Yeah. Jane says, I would say all we need is a positive result to pick us up, but we don't know when that is going to happen. Ryan says Lewis Miller is getting targeted by the refs. Can't get a free kick at all. Jaden, I mean, again, and that's the point I want to bring up now. Mariners next week. Return home after a week of playing away games. The lads didn't return home to the coast. They're away for the whole week. It's been a rough week. 3 losses, 3 games. Really rough stuff, man. Easily could have come away with the victory game with a point. Should have come away from the City game with at least a point. And we should have gotten a result in this game. But it turns into 3 losses, and we are very close to the bottom of the ladder. And Jaden, you bring up the good point, because we need to win. I agree. I think a win would do wonders for the lads right now. I think it would turn things around, just a simple victory. It has to come next week at home to Brisbane Roar. Brisbane Roar have been pathetic this season, have been awful, especially away from home. They've been okay at home, have been good at home, they've been picking up some wins, but away from home have been pathetic. If Mariners can't beat Brisbane at home next week, then we have big concerns for this season. If Central Coast Mariners can't defeat Brisbane Roar at home at Central Coast Stadium next Saturday, 5 p.m. kickoff, Mariners fans, get to the stadium. I urge you. This is a critical point in the season. If we can't win that game, that is a must-win game. That is a must-win game. We have to understand the importance of that game, and because if we can't get a result in that game, then there's big concerns for this season, and I think it's unlikely that we make top 6. And again, I'm still very positive, and like we have so much football to play. But with all these results, and we get given this should be the easiest game of the season against the bottom team in the league. Of course, Brisbane still have to play this weekend against Melbourne Victory on Monday evening. But regardless of the result in that game, Mariners should be beating Brisbane Roar at home. We should be beating Brisbane Roar at home. If we don't, then yes, we have big concerns. Peter says Mariners are playing some fantastic football. The ladder position is really harsh. I agree, man. Like these late results, these late crucial moments that are splitting these results, it's not reflecting how these games are actually panning out. It really isn't, man. It really isn't. And again, I'll say it before, these last 3 away games easily could have gotten 1 point out of all of them. Coming away with 3 points, at least would have kicked us up the ladder a tiny bit. But now we sit on 11 points. -3 goal difference. Brisbane just behind us on goal difference by a few goals. Dude, what do we do, man? And again, it's tricky, just to reiterate the point. I think the frustration from Mariners fans is coming from, we don't know like Monty will say the same thing in his press conference, and rightly so. What else is he going to say? I mean, the lads put in a good performance, but it's just these lapses of concentration. But we're taking the positives out of it, man. We're taking the positives out of it. Oh, goodness me. So look, there's things that I think have to change now. I think, look, and again, I don't think we will see a formation change, but I would love to see it. I would love to see it, man. I think something does need to change, because otherwise fans will begin to grow restless. But once again, I'll sign off by reiterating, Mariners fans, if you're watching this right now, get to Central Coast Stadium next Saturday, 5 p.m. against Brisbane Roar. This is a crucial game for our season, to keep it alive and to keep us in touch with the top 6. We have to win. It's a must-win game. If any game, no games this season have been must-wins. This is a must-win game against Brisbane Roar next week. Guys, thanks so much for tuning into this live match reaction. It's a tough time being a Mariners fan. It's a tough time. But look, we have to take the positives and we move on from here and we look to the future. A couple final comments in the chat here. Jaden says, Lockie, you also say that our defense is pretty much locked, but we are conceding a lot of goals every game. I don't know about that. When you look at Victory, we held up for almost the entire game, only conceded 1. Against Perth Glory, held up for the entire game, only conceded 1. The MacArthur game was obviously an exception. Yeah, man. I don't know. I still wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change it. I understand the sentiment to want to change it when we're not getting these results. We want to see changes. But again, I think when you look at majority of these games, man, like we're playing so well. When you look at the forward chances that a lot of these really good teams are having, we're controlling a lot of them. It's just 2 or 3 that are just going in. 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, man. Brock says, "Can I rewatch?" Yes, you can. Yes, this live match, the live streams are always available for replay. So of course, I'm sure we'll have a lot of replay viewers as well. And again, if you are watching a replay, you can comment your thoughts down below as well if you're not in the live chat. All right, guys, I will tune out there. Make sure you're at Central Coast Stadium next Saturday for Mariners Brisbane Roar, a crucial game, a critical game for the Central Coast Mariners season. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Lockie. This is Coastwood Football. I'll see you next